2 bombshells just dropped in Pittsburgh, and they're already shaking up the franchise. A young defensive talent just had a breakout performance that no one saw coming, and now people are wondering if one of the team's top names might be on the way out. But if that wasn't wild enough, what came straight from Mike Tomlin's mouth is even more alarming. A statement that caught everyone off guard and triggered an alert Steelers fans weren't expecting this early in the season. These are the latest Steelers updates, and what's coming next could seriously shift the course of the year. Let's start with the rising name who's threatening to shake up the pass rush hierarchy. Things are getting real interesting in the Steel City, folks. After a gutsy Week 3 win over the Patriots that looked way better on the scoreboard than it did in the stat sheet, the Steelers' defense might be on the verge of a little shakeup. Despite getting gashed in yardage, Pittsburgh feasted on 5 New England turnovers, and one of the biggest standouts was second-year edge rusher Nick Herbig. Dude was flying all over the place. With Alex Highsmith sidelined by injury, Herbig got his shot and made the absolute most of it. He racked up 4 QB hits, a sack, a forced fumble, and a tackle for loss. Not a bad day at the office. This isn't just a flash-in-the-pan performance either. Herbig's already forced 7 fumbles in just 32 career games. That's elite-level ball hawking. Now here's where things start to get spicy. During a fan Q&A, veteran Steelers insider Jerry Dulac was asked if Highsmith, who's sitting on a pretty hefty contract, could eventually be traded. His response? Possibly. Herbig's making noise, and Highsmith has trade value, plain and simple. Dulac was quick to point out that they're different types of players. Highsmith holds the edge and defends the run much better, but Herbig brings more burst off the line when chasing QBs. Nobody's saying a Highsmith trade is imminent, especially not mid-season, not while the Steelers are still in the playoff picture. But if Herbig keeps balling out and Highsmith stays banged up, things could get real interesting come 2026. That's when Herbig is due for a potential extension, and Pittsburgh might want to cash in on Highsmith before the cap hit balloon hits full inflation mode. He's set to count over $20 million against the cap in each of the final 2 years of his deal. The Steelers are sitting pretty when it comes to future draft capital, with a projected 12 picks in 2026. So if Herbig keeps flashing and rookie Jack Sawyer starts to develop, it wouldn't be shocking to see Pittsburgh grab another edge rusher in the draft and seriously weigh their options on Highsmith. A rotation of Watt, Herbig, Sawyer, and a rookie sounds like a plan, especially if someone's willing to pay a premium for Highsmith. But if that twist was already unexpected, wait until you hear what Tomlin just admitted publicly. And it wasn't pretty. Steelers fans, you might want to sit down for this one, because Mike Tomlin just gave the kind of answer that sends a cold chill through the heart of the black and gold faithful. Let's rewind real quick. Pittsburgh's defense is supposed to be the anchor of this team, right? Full of stars, big paychecks, and years of experience. But 3 games in, they've gone up against the Jets, Seahawks, and Patriots. None of them exactly offensive juggernauts, and still looked surprisingly soft. Yeah, they forced 5 turnovers against New England, but if you watch the game, you know that without those gifts, things could have gotten ugly fast. The real gut punch came on 3rd downs. The Patriots made a living converting long yardage situations, turning what should have been drive-ending scenarios into fresh sets of downs. Pittsburgh couldn't get off the field, even when the odds were tilted in their favor. That's where things get dicey, and when Tomlin was asked about it, he didn't sugarcoat it. He flat out admitted that at times the Steelers were outcoached. Yep, you read that right, outcoached. That's a heavy word coming from Tomlin, a guy known for his stone-cold confidence and straight-shooting demeanor. He tried to temper it a bit, saying the Patriots had a really good plan and hinted that schematic limitations played a role. But that's not exactly the reassuring rally cry fans were hoping to hear. It sounds more like the tip of an iceberg, one that might reveal some deeper issues with game planning and adjustments. And let's not pretend like this is some one-off problem. Flashback to Week 2, and who can forget Kenneth Walker III slicing through the Steelers' D on a 3rd and goal from the 19. That's the kind of breakdown that haunts a team's highlight reel, for all the wrong reasons. Sure, 5 turnovers is a flashy stat line and you'll take them every time, but relying on that level of chaos to bail you out? Not sustainable. Especially when the defense is giving up huge plays to mid-tier quarterbacks and letting average offenses look way too comfortable. The bigger picture here is that the Steelers' defense, for all its star power and experience, is looking more like a leaky ship than a dominant force. And when your head coach starts talking about getting out-schemed by the likes of Mike Vrabel and company, it's time to start asking some hard questions. If Herbig keeps this up, the front office will have a tough call to make. And hearing Tomlin admit we were outcoached? That's a serious red flag. Subscribe to the channel. More bombshells are coming, and you won't want to miss them.